What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. As you can see, I got my little E30 shirt right here. That finally means we're gonna start working on this E30 again and get this interior fully gutted out. If you haven't watched the last video, I would definitely recommend going and watching that first. We got the entire rear portion of the car out, and obviously we didn't touch the door cards just yet because we don't need to. But today the goal is to get the carpet, seats, center console out, and not really sure about the dash. I don't think I'm gonna take that out today, but we also got some new goodies for the garage. So first up, we got this super nice Datsun flag. This was actually a gift from Yusuf, and as you all know, it's not up on the wall right now, but one of the dream cars is a Datsun. I want this car so bad, and I'm really trying to make this the next car I buy if I do buy a car. These things are just beautiful. I want one so bad, and I actually saw one today on sale for like 10,000. Not too bad. It's not rusted out like crazy like some of the other ones are. And if I had the money, I would go buy it right now. And then we also have this GTR one. This thing is actually beautiful. It has all the GTRs from the earliest one all the way to the R35. This flag is amazing. It looks great. It's not like a black, it's like a dark gray. I'm not sure how well you can tell on camera, but I want both of these up in the garage eventually. But obviously, right now we're gonna focus on the E30 and get that done first. So I guess we'll go ahead, tackle the seats first, then the center console, then the carpet. And then after that, I do have a photo shoot planned with the charger. So that thing is actually really dirty. I haven't washed it in a few weeks. So that thing is sitting right here. We need to go ahead and get that washed up, cleaned up, making it look nice. And I think after this, we're gonna go to Harbor Freight. I need a few tools there before we get into the welding portion of the video. I also wanna see if I can find some carpet dye, because the goal is to make the carpet black as well as the headliner. So I'm gonna see if I can find something like that. And then we can make that the next video or something like that. Somewhere down the line, I'm sure we'll get to it, but definitely wanna get that done before we throw it back into the car. I don't wanna throw it back into the car being the beige color that it is. My little brother was kind enough to drop off the tools that he sent us, so I got all those back. And this is basically everything I needed. I needed my ratchet, I needed the 10 mil and the 12 mil, I believe. So now we have that, we can go ahead and get started. Yeah, but that's what held me up last week. Just like that, I got the seat out. Never mind, you gotta unbolt the seat belt, which shouldn't be too bad. Just like that, we got both the seats out. I actually did take some time to unplug the battery back here for two main reasons. One, since I was keeping the doors and everything open for a very long time, I kept noticing that my interior door lights were on, so I don't want to kill the battery. And two, this rear battery tray area is actually a very common area for rust within the E30 chassis. So I just quickly opened it up. I'm not seeing anything too bad back here. It definitely is a little bit moist, so I'm definitely gonna clean it up, but I'm just glad that there's no major rust back here. So now we just go ahead, get the center console out, and then from there, I think we'll pull out the carpet, see how bad the situation is right there. I think this is actually the worst spot of rust, and then the other side isn't too bad, the driver's side isn't too bad. But this part right here, I'm actually scared about because the indentation right there is pretty big. So let's see how it goes. So far, this is the easiest center console to get out. You just yank on the shift knob, you can get that out. And then from there, I guess this whole thing will pop up as one assembly, but there is two screws right in this little area. So one right there, you pop those out, and I think this should come loose. I'm just gonna go ahead and start pulling very carefully. Don't want to break anything, obviously. It wasn't too bad. I got the center console out, and I didn't realize after those two screws that were right here in the little ashtray holder, once I pulled off the shift boot, there's actually another bolt right here that you need to disconnect. You can see that right there. So once you got that out, you can pretty much pull the entire thing out. So it wasn't too bad. One thing I'm noticing off the bat is that it looks like this carpet came out in the past, because I'm seeing it already cut back here. So yeah, it looks like it's cut right here. Let me look on the other side. And looks like it was cut on this side as well. So this carpet came out in the past. Now, let me pull this off. All right, so this side, it looks like the previous owner already broke that. All the clips are either broken or missing in this case. And then we have my brother who showed up. He gotta get his tints off to pass inspection. And this is why you don't buy cheap tint, or the previous owner shouldn't buy cheap tint. But now you can see all the glue stuck on the window, so now we gotta clean that up. That's just one extra part of the process. So I don't know, this tint is probably, I would say, at least 5 years old. But your best friend is a heat gun, and yeah, it's literally 30%. No, it's not even 30%, it's like 45%. You can literally see right through it.
Right through.
I'm not sure how well you can see on camera, but you can see right through it. Close this.
Let me get it.
This is the tinted window versus the non-tinted window. It looks exactly the same on camera. You can't tell. Put your hand right here, right, and then put your hand right here. Yeah, there's literally no point of putting that tint on.
Probably wasted like $400.
Yeah, is it on the front too? I can't tell.
No.
But it has the same like hueish, the bluish hue to it than the side. I think it might be on the.
I think it just might be Mercedes like windshields.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes you see them, they like look like they have like a little not panoramic, but reflective film on it.
Yeah, because this is very blue. You can't tell on camera, but in person it's very blue.
Yeah.
But back to the E30. I think now is just the moment of truth of pulling the carpet off, finding out how bad our rust is, and then I do need to run to Home Depot, Harbor Freight, and get that measuring tool to see what gauge metal the floor pan is using. But I kind of pulled it up from this side. It doesn't look too bad, so I'm kind of happy on that. But I'm gonna go ahead and help them first, and then from there move on to the E30 and pulling the carpet out. And so far, this is everything we've gotten out. We got in the center console where the handbrake is, the actual center console piece. Kept all the buttons in. I think eventually I am gonna order some new buttons, because these don't look bad. They just look a little bit worn. Like, you could tell they've seen some years. This button needs to be ordered. I'm not even sure what this button does. So if anyone knows what this button is, oh, this might be the window lock. You got the ashtrays, you got the shift boots, the handbrake boot, and then obviously everything else that we pulled out last video, and then the front two seats. So now just literally just pulling out the carpet, which is very scary for me, just because I don't want to pull it up and then find out there's a bunch of stuff wrong with the car. So we'll do that in a second once we finish that out. I don't know where it's getting stuck. I just broke my speaker. I just broke the speaker. Wow. Okay.
Did it work in the car?
Yeah.
Hey, well, now you know where it is and how to replace it.
Process over there.
Yeah, even in here. Take this off.
Yeah, that speaker just pissed me off, yo.
Wait.
I literally just, I was yanking the carpet out and it got stuck around the speaker.
There's no cover on it.
I took the cover out, that's what I just gave you.
Right. Looks like there's a bolt on the back of it. Or on the bottom. Well, that tab probably lifts up and it lifts probably right over it.
Yeah, that's my guess. So this can bend backwards, so we're good on that. I think just need to start pulling this because the carpet's already cut.
This.
Yeah, carpet's already cut. This can sit up a little bit. Is it cut here? All right. Got it. Yo, not bad at all. Vintage BMW electronics. That's not bad at all.
Yeah, it's not at all. Wait, where'd you feel it get squished? Your foot.
Okay, look, so this was repaired.
Yeah.
This is repaired too.
It's like fiberglass.
So someone came in and did this before. So why was it rusting out on the bottom? It definitely has a layer that's not properly. Yeah, so whoever did this repair did it, but they didn't do it right. Because this, I just yanked off. This is the top layer of it. This should not come off that easy. Let me just get underneath it.
Yeah, or if you can try picking that up too. Then you can see what's on the inside.
It's not bad at all. It just needs to be cleaned up. That's solid. Got it?
Yeah.
Overall, not bad carpet condition either. Like, you could clean this up, and if someone wanted to keep this beige, they could without a problem. There is a rip right there, and another rip here, but I think that's about it. Now, the mushy part, I don't know why that was happening. Why did it feel soft in some areas? Like this area in particular. So right here. Oh.
That's memory foam.
It just ripped.
Really?
Yeah, it just ripped. I guess that's why it was given away a little bit easier in those spots. But overall, the carpet's in pretty decent condition too.
You can sleep on this.
I'm good. But going back to the interior, like, there's no issues whatsoever here. This side's all good, right? This side's perfectly fine. See, now what's bothering me is how they did the repair with the fiberglass. So it looks like there's fiberglass repair right in that corner, right there, right here, and then on a few places on that side as well. So we just need to figure out how bad it is. But I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna investigate a little more in the second video. This video is more just get the interior out. But overall, I'm happy that it's not crazy. So I guess I won't look into it too much today. So over here, there is fiberglass repair in these three spots. So 1, 2, and 3 in that corner right back there. But if you look underneath the car, let's see if we can find it. Right there, you can tell that there's some rust back there. So since we got the interior out today, I think we're just gonna leave it as is for the time being, and then jack up the car next week and do a little bit more investigation on where the rust is, how bad the rust is, what we need to repair, and maybe even if we have to or we can just leave it as is, which is kind of looking like we can. Since we don't drive this car in the rain, it doesn't get parked outside or anything like that. But obviously, if we have everything gutted apart right now, might as well fix it. So in the next video, we'll look into what's underneath the car. We'll jack it up. Got some jack stands, got some ramps, so we can get the car up, get underneath it, and see exactly what's wrong with it. Other than that, we got the entire interior apart. This will get painted. The seats will get reupholstered. Carpet will get repaint it as well. And then from there, we'll go ahead and try taking out the headliner, which is gonna be another tedious process. Shouldn't be too bad. I think we just gotta remove all these handles and stuff, so made my life easier. This is definitely gonna get repainted again. If I don't do anything else, I'm definitely gonna take like bed liner, repaint it, clean it up as much as possible, and then put some soundproofing on it because the car is a little bit noisy. And then we do have some parts that we need to order, like the new rail that goes right here that we kind of ripped up on that side. But overall, I'm just glad that there's nothing crazy once we pull up the carpet. Everything is fixable, so good on that end. But stay tuned, we'll pick back up on it on the next video. For the time being, we're gonna go clean up his windows and stuff, get all that tint film off. But catch you guys on the next one. Thank you for watching. Peace.